Hey guys, Heavy Arms 45 here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this. I ain't gave y'all a battle in a while, and I don't know if you care about this one. I hope you do. This is based off of two people that, if you've seen one of them on Netflix, that's cool. If you haven't, you might like it. The I'm gonna do a battle of the blondes today. The people that I have fighting is Sanji from One Piece versus Shizuo from the Rara. Now, these two well dressed gentlemen are always they have their own code of doing things. That's not um if they ran to each other, unless Shizuo is hurting a woman, Sanji is not going to do anything to him. And most of the time, Shizuo is not going to mess with a woman unless the woman is, what's a good way to put it? Trying to pick on him. Because Shizuo has a little bit of a temper. Shizuo, Shizuo probably wouldn't even care about him unless he owed a bill too, which with Sanji is possible, but unlikely. Like the bill, if he had a bill, it wouldn't be because he, it wouldn't be Sanji's bill, probably Luffy's bill. But that's besides the point. Um, between them, let's talk about them. Sanji, as you know, if you watch One Piece, is a cook. He's a good cook. He makes great food. I don't know if it's Food Wars level food or if it's just, food. But apparently everything that he makes is delicious. It's great to eat. Um, Sanji is very kind to the ladies. He loves women with a passion. And his way of fighting is not with his hands. He believes that his hands are made for cooking. So the only things that he wants to use his hands for is either holding a woman or cooking food. If it doesn't have anything to do with that, if it deals with fighting, he'd use nothing but feet. And if he has to use his hands, he don't use his hands to do his spins whenever he's trying to do a bunch of basically Ferris wheel kicks, I'll call them. I don't know what in the world you'll say. But yeah, that's the only time he uses it. But he doesn't punch or anything like that. He just uses his feet. On the other hand, we have Shizuo. Shizuo is short tempered. His main rival is Isaiah. He wants to kill this dude with a passion. And Isaiah is annoying as hell. Shizuo has no chill in him. He can control his temper, but he has some triggers that make it to where when somebody does something, he's going to drop whatever cigarette or whatever he has in his mouth, step on it, and proceed to pick up whatever the heaviest thing he can find and throw it at you. So you have legs versus the fist. And literally that's what Shizuo has. Shizuo has nothing but fists. He probably could throw a kick, but most of the time he's throwing anything he can find. I think there was one time he used his legs and he used it basically to play soccer with a car and kicked it towards a 18-wheeler that was driving off. The reason also he did it was because the person that was in the 18-wheeler was trying to shoot him. So we're using the gun, using the car as a protection from getting shot. So literally, he kept kicking this car down the street like he was playing kick the can of soccer to keep himself from getting shot. So that's to say, sure he gets upset, but he's not stupid. Shizuo actually knows how to protect himself. But as we know, whenever I do these, this is not about the person being able to defend themselves. This whole thing is literally about if a person is able to fight, and if they fought without knowing anything about the other person, what would they do? Um, there there is a lot of questions that I can ask about this, and the person who will win is not easy to say. Like I said, there is Shizuo's super strength in Dorara. I mean, like, just vending machine, pick up, throw, stop sign, pick up, swing like a baseball bat, kicking a car down the street, um, surviving a. I think he survived a building falling on him almost. Um, on the other side, and that's Shizuo. Sanji can take a couple hits. Sanji has been hit several times, but I don't know if it's Shizuo level hits. Because we know that people can be damaged, because we have seen that uh literally you've seen Brook and Luffy in the show have parts of their body, parts of their actual bones broken. Like, Luffy has been in a fight where he got punched and he got punched and Brook had his head cracked. Like, literally, Brook is nothing but an afro and a skeleton, and he had his head cracked. They drank milk, and both of them were just fine. Like, all of a sudden, the tooth came back, and the crack in his skull and Brook's skull came back. So we know that they can be damaged, and apparently, all you gotta do is have some good old fashioned whole milk, and they'll be just fine. And I don't know if it's whole. Hopefully, it's not 2%. You use some whole milk and you're good. And that's what Sanji could do. But we've seen most of the time what he's going in the fight, the people that he's fighting, they're durable. And I believe that Shizuo is a durable person. I don't know how many of Sanji attacks he can take, but it's a game of strength versus speed. Shizuo can take a couple hits, but I want to say that Sanji is faster than him, and he has a lot more techniques. When it comes to between two of them, it's a refined fight, and Sanji has a more refined form than what Shizuo has. Shizuo basically, like, I have no formal training. I just come in and I swing. It's sort of like the Superman versus Goku situation, where Goku has martial arts skills while Superman just punches everything in front of him. Don't get me wrong. I know that Superman has actual training in a martial arts, but he doesn't use a lot of time. And I'll talk about Goku and Superman some other time when I feel like starting a fight. But Shizuo and Sanji has the speed on him, I would like to say. And also, he has the ability of flying in the air. Onto that is that recently, if you've watched the anime, Sanji has a new suit from his family that gives him the same powers of the Germa 66. That kind of makes him somewhat like Super, which makes him a little bit more durable and also what else does he have? He has that, and the suit also makes to where he can go invisible. So you have an invisible opponent coming to attack you. Well, that doesn't sound like a big deal either, huh? So, but that means that uh, Shizuo has a chance of losing because in normally I come to y'all with I'm like I've thought about this, I know the answer to this and all that. I couldn't tell you the answer to this one right now. By the time I get you talking, I might come up with something, but I'll have to talk myself into it. But right now, it literally is speed versus strength. Like I said, Sanji can speed by him. He can float in the air using his not using his I won't say flash step or so, where he can just keep pushing the air under him till he just stays in the air. He can even when doing that, he can like zoom through the air at the same time across an attack. So he doesn't have to stay on the ground while Shizuo, he can probably climb stuff. He can throw stuff, but throwing stuff with accuracy, he could probably do. And even with that, that doesn't mean that Sanji is not going to be able to kick it back, because Sanji has been able to kick some rather large things back at people. So he could probably do a good amount of damage to something if he wanted to. I want to see. That's what I'm saying. I'm somewhat divided in my answer, because part of me wants to say that I want to give it to I want to give it to Shizuo just because his sheer strength at some point he will catch Sanji, because he's going to he's gonna wait till Sanji gets in close, and once he gets Sanji close, he's going to grab him and punch him. It's very possible that will happen, because like I said, even though he's in this kind of like barbarian blind rage, he has enough intellect enough to think whenever he's fighting a lot of times now. At first, when he first did it, he used to get upset and he just wasn't thinking. But now he's a little bit more of a thinking person whenever he does stuff like this. On the other hand, Sanji could get him with just his blazing speed. And don't get me wrong, Sanji has power to his kicks too. His kicks ain't like no wimpy kick. He could probably throw Shizuo a good distance. But I don't well, not throw, but kick him a good distance. But the question that I have is the durability. Cause like I said, it's not that you don't see Sanji fight a lot, but the times that you see him fight, he dominates most of the people he runs to. And it's the same with Shizuo. Shizuo always runs to people that, sure, they can cut him or stab him or something like that, or even shoot him, but he's able to get back up and stay in the fight. Like literally, if I remember correctly, Isaiah had somebody shoot him, and later that night he went out and started a fight with Isaiah where he almost killed him. Still bandaged up from the gunshot. So there's a lot of durability in him. So I don't. It's hard for me to say who, where, but um, if I had, if you want me to give a decision, which if you say I'm wrong, I completely understand, and I'm sad to say this, I have to give it to Shizuo. Shizuo is a raging think monster, and he's not a genius, but when it comes to fighting, kind of like um, all the Shojin, I mean Shonen Jump main characters, he's an expert in what he does. Um, I think that if it came down to it, even with Sanji's durability, he's going to take out. Um, he eventually he's going to take out Sanji if they get into a fight, because he's going to, like I said, catch him at some point, no matter how fast he is and how many times he hit him. As long as he's upset, kind of like the Hulk, he's gonna keep coming at Sanji until the end, where Sanji's zombie found himself down on the ground, broken, legs broken, and trying to figure out what in the world he's going to do. And I love Sanji so much. This hurts me to say that. I don't even know why I did this to myself. I like both these characters, and yeah, cause who's gonna mess with this bartender, and who's gonna mess with the great cook? They actually could make a great restaurant together. Like literally have Sanji in the back cooking food while Shizuo is making people drinks. And they could basically kick out anybody they want to out of their place. And I could see how Sanji could make food for him that would calm him down. But in a fight, I'm going to give it to Shizuo. If you think I'm wrong, or you think that I missed something, please write a comment. I know that it's rare for y'all to write a comment, but I like to hear y'all opinions, and I'll catch y'all later.